So when your back of the board is lighting up, that's where you're putting the pressure.
Yeah.
Right. And then when you're doing the bottom turn, you're gonna see it on the inside rail.
That's so rad. And then so you can slow-mo it. So if you can slow-mo it, then you can actually pay attention more to it. So you mad scientists start to.
Hello everybody, this is Mike Ryan. I'm with SurfOne, and we're here with Matt Archbold, my good friend, a longtime acquaintance from San Clemente. And we're just going to be talking a little bit about the good old days back in San Clemente, talking about what Matt's been doing, what I've been doing, about SurfOne, and Matt is now kind of working with us on that and riding for us. He had a chance to try the system out at the Waco Surf Park last week and came out really good. So we're going to talk a little bit about all that stuff. So Matt, you and I go way back.
Yeah. Shit.
And I just remember my memory of you was on a bodyboard.
Yeah, sure was.
A wild little kid.
I'll admit it.
And but out there in the big days, and apparently I made your first surfboard.
Yeah, well,
but not for you.
Not for me. It was actually for Freddie. I don't even know if you made it for Freddie von Muser, but
I recognize the name, so yeah. I may have. Yeah.
He's a skinny little dude. He's funny, really funny. He does tattoos now, and he's just been a good friend, family friend.
Yeah.
Geez, since I was 10 years old. But I got my first board off of him. Yeah, because they said if I don't surf, I'm a kook.
Yeah.
So I tried it, and then I bought the one you made, a single fin.
And what was it? Do you remember?
Right,
was it a pin, a swallow?
Yeah, pin, like a little round pin of 5'1".
5'1".
It was tiny little suckers.
Yeah.
So Freddie was small.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that.
He used to hang out with like Brett Clifford and you remember Brett?
I remember Brett.
Chris
yeah.
Howell.
Yeah, remember
all
Chris?
Those
all those guys. Yeah.
All those old San Clemente, Mark Shira and all those.
Yeah.
George
Axtell.
George ripped so hard.
Yeah.
Anyways, those old San Clemente dudes.
That was good times.
I'm probably missing out.
Well, I've thought a lot about how stupid I was back then because, Beach House, that was my favorite wave.
Yeah.
And I'd be out there and, had the local kind of attitude. I was, 6, 7, 8 years older than you guys.
Yeah.
And I know if you guys would drift down, I'd say, hey, go back over there. Get on the other side of the flag.
Yeah.
What if I, you and Shane and Gavin Beshan, probably Dino was in the mix. What if I said, hey, let me get you off that bodyboard and make you a surfboard?
Exactly, man.
Might have been a different career path, right?
Absolutely.
If I'd done that.
Good to change
my cards, right?
Yeah. Got us out there earlier, at least.
I hung around San Clemente for a couple of years after high school, and then I went over to Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
So that was, I was going over to Hawaii, but really went there long term in '81.
Really, that early? Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
What island?
Well, so I went to college there.
Okay.
So what I did, I spent like 8 years getting a 4-year degree because I was surfing so much.
Yeah, I was gonna say 8 years. They call them doctors, right?
Yeah. No, that's a joke. If that school offered a doctorate, I'd probably still be a student.
Yeah, right.
I'd still be there.
Super senior, they call them, right?
Yeah.
Trying to kick you out.
I had such a great time.
Yeah.
Those were just
Wait, what school?
best times in BYU, Hawaii.
BYU, okay.
Right there in Hawaii.
Oh, that's where Jeff went there too.
Jeff went there, yeah. Al went there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what I did is I went over there and I made surfboards to put myself through school.
Over there you did?
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. So when did you actually get to Hawaii?
The first, I can't remember the year, but I was about 12 years old, 11 or 12. My mom took me and my brother over there. And I went over there with Keith Sasaki and this guy Caven and showed me around, me and my brother around the North Shore.
Uh-huh.
And first spot I surfed was VLAN. And we surfed Leftovers, and where else did we meet? I think that was it. Somewhere else, maybe Chun's or some Lani K, I don't know.
Yeah.
Somewhere it wasn't crowded, but it was so fun. And then we went to Kauai, cruised down there, surf Honolulu and stuff like that. That was just a little Grom. So.
Yeah.
And actually, even in the winter, we went, and I surfed Kaisers because they were lokes out there,
Right.
And it was only small, but still I could see how Kaisers would break, that little right wedge. So fun. But yeah, and then I went every year after that.
And then you moved there when?
No, I moved there when I was, and the year was probably 1992 or 3.
Okay.
Maybe 93. And then I lived there for 15 years. I don't even know how long.
Yeah, you were there for a long time. So I left in '88, and then just graduated from college, had my son, and kind of bounced around. Then I started going back over there again in the mid '90s.
Oh, yeah, I would be there.
Yeah,
I was already there.
But it was late '90s, and I started building a house out
Oh, no way.
in Laie, and so that kept me going back for a long time.
Yeah.
But
You still have it?
no,
Bummer.
it was probably one of the dumbest financial things I've ever done. It's built like a surfboard, believe it or not. There's no wood or metal in the thing. It's foam with
really?
fiberglass reinforced concrete on the
No way.
on the outside. Yeah, it's really cool. We were there. We took myself and a bunch of the Surf One guys that were part of the company. We were there in February for the Masters.
Oh, okay.
The Pipe Masters, or not the pipe, the WSL, the first event.
Yeah.
So so I spent a lot of time there, and I spent a lot of time in Laie, and that was where I would definitely go out to the North Shore, but I spent most of the time there. That's probably why I didn't run into you too much.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I didn't go out there too often.
Yeah.
Especially around that year. Not until later on. When you live there for a while, you go out on that side when it's summertime. Surf goats and stuff
Did
like
you
that.
surf there very much, goats?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Yeah, that was
All summer long.
I probably surfed that place more by a long shot than any place on the
Oh
globe.
yeah, so consistent. There's always waves there.
Always there, waves there.
So fun. I love that. It just kind of goes underground a little bit, and you.
Yeah. It's a fun, kind of a tricky little wave.
Yeah,
but it's
it
fun.
is. Because you can take off on it's nothing, and then it just goes into the double up, and it's that little racetrack.
Yeah.
So fun.
But I was there 2 weeks after the thing happened with the Tamaya.
Oh yeah.
And I'm over in Hawaii doing some stuff, and I want to head out to that side of the island, just because that's where I like hanging out there. And I'm actually driving out there. I think I'm just gonna jump in the water and swim over to Goat Island and back, just to kind of get rid of the thoughts and the.
Yeah. Oh really? You did it?
So I get out there. It's exactly 2 weeks after that thing happened, and it's Sunday afternoon, beautiful day, waves are good, and 4th of July weekend, and I get out there and no one is in the water.
Oh no.
There's nobody surfing, there's nobody swimming, there's not even people splashing around like 5 or 6 feet off the beach to cool off. And it was just weird. I walk out there, and right where we used to jump in to paddle out to Goat Island, and Tamaya's little memorial thing on the sand is about 20 feet away, and I'm looking out, and there's 4 or 5 of these sea turtles just swimming right there, where you'd paddle out. And that's what the tiger sharks eat.
Yeah.
It's like, man, I don't know if I'm ever going to surf here again.
Really?
Because imagine, what just happened.
Yeah.
And you're paddling through a herd of sea turtles, which those things are hunting.
Yeah.
It was kind of weird. It was really weird, but
it was eerie.
Anyway, I love that place. That was like my happy place.
Yeah, I know.
Sometimes I just go out there to watch the sunset.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place.
Yeah. But anyway, so we started, working with this technology, I'm going to call it, about 5 years ago, and kind of got it to where it is now, and it worked really well when you were at the wave park.
Yeah.
We got a lot of clips, and they all came out good, and we think that this is really good for the wave parks, because it's just it's kind of like a value add for them.
Yeah.
And the waves are one's the same every time. It's not like Mother Nature where it throws a curveball at you every wave, but so you can really use the data to kind of use it for training, see how you're doing, see, hey, can I go faster on the next one than I did in the last one, and not have to worry about it being a totally different wave like it is in nature, right? So it's a natural for the surf parks, we think.
I think it's insane. I mean, I love it because I like to. It tells you how hard you're turning. And I like to see how fast I can get going, but I'd like to have a little bit longer of a way to see how, just if I had more time there, and you work on like going faster and faster, because I like to go fast. And I think it's cool. That's the data and like all the stuff you get to look at. I think it's cool. It's interesting.
Yeah. And surfing, it's really, they're the last sport, of this significance to not have data.
Yeah.
It's just, it's so subjective, and everything, just even spectators watching it, judging it, media broadcasts, it's like, it'll look good, but what really happened? Now we can kind of
spectators will be able to like go, this is what it's on the screen, right? You
Yeah,
can just
yeah.
tune in and
just be like the other sports.
yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So you got, you mentioned to me that you were gonna kind of revamp Archy's garage.
Yeah, probably about a month out before we launch.
And then is it gonna be kind of like it was, just a lot of, stylish stuff,
Yeah,
the shirts.
stuff that I personally like.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not going to try to cater to like other people, like companies do. This people will buy this because this is what's trending or whatever. It's just going to be like Americana kind of stuff that is what I like. So it's just going to be around like core stuff that I like. Like cars and. I love surfing. I love just all the different things that I like.
Yeah.
And just to have that feeling of, I think people are going to be psyched, and it's just to, bring like the stoke. I know it's like weird to say that, but when you're going to wear it, it's going to have you're going to be stoked. You're going to feel good vibes, and it's like this. I want something that I'm proud to wear.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to do, and that's what I'm planning on doing.
Cool.
And hopefully it works out.
Yeah. So that car that you showed me. That I saw you at with T Street. That
the
what was
32.
that? 32
Model A, yeah.
Yeah.
That's badass. It's actually my father-in-law gave it to me.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Super surprised, like, hey man, I need to clear out my garage. Make some room in my garage. We come grab this 32. I'm like, yeah. So I just my wife's like, you better go get it right now before he changes his mind.
Yeah.
So I just drove out there and I actually didn't even have a key for the garage, so I just took it apart. Opened the garage, and backed it out, tow trucked it, but just had to clear out the gas tank and make sure the new fuel and rebuild the carbs, and boom.
And so you're mechanically inclined.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm not. I just do the paint.
Yeah, but that's hard. It's got to be a painter, and it's got to be you got to do it all. I would not even attempt to do the paint.
Yeah, and I have attempted to do some engine work, and it doesn't go well.
Yeah, but these days I like to read. I read a lot of like manuals and kind of stuff.
And YouTube videos. There's a lot of stuff that can kind of get you through it. But
there's so many different. The only thing with the YouTube videos, there's just so many different people telling you different things.
Yeah.
Say, oh man, so
yeah,
you kind of have to take your book knowledge and then prove who you think is the best, is right, So,
yeah,
that's the way I do it, at least.
Yeah, we'll take a look at a couple of those back there in a minute.
Right on.
So, Waco, was that the first time you'd been there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first time, hopefully not the last time, because I really enjoyed it. And like I said earlier, that I wanted just that air section. I wanted like another couple hours on that so I could get it wired, because I was just starting to figure it out, and they're like, okay, we're switching to the barrel section now. I'm like, I would have traded in that little barrel section for more air sections for sure.
And then how many people are in the pool?
So we got the pro session, so there's 9 people, and they rotate 3 people. So there's sets of 3. So you go 1, 2, 3. Next crew 1, 2, 3, and then you just kind of rotate out.
Okay.
And so there's 3 sets of 3, and then you just boom, boom, boom. I think you do that. Well, for a half an hour, I know. So I don't know how many ways you get, but so a half an hour of each. Like we got the point break, the wedge, which is the air section, and then the barrel.
And is that it? That's the configuration, or you can go in and say, hey, I want 2 hours and pay for it or whatever?
No. So the pro session's an hour and a half, and then they have advanced, which is an hour. Only the pro session's an hour and a half, and all the other ones are an hour.
Yeah.
Which the other ones are like the left you can get, which I didn't get to do, which I'm kind of bummed about. That's why I want to go back, because I like to go left, and it's kind of a different wave. I heard you can hit it more, it's kind of more playful, and I don't know. I'd like to and there's a little barrel section on the left. You can maybe do a layback or something. But
yeah. Well, this came out really good. So, and the other thing too is you got like a bigger screen at home, right?
Yeah, I just didn't put it on it yet.
So there's a way to do a slow-mo on it as well.
Oh, no way.
And that's where you really,
look at that. It looks like a freaking lowered or something.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Hans. You got some.
So there you are. 12, 15, slow down a little bit. You really hit. So that, if you saw, your acceleration went way up right in the middle of that roundhouse. So you're just like, that little bar there is the acceleration. You're just really hitting that hard.
Gotcha. What is this up here?
So that's a force the force of your turns. So what it does is it lights up the rail where the force is being applied.
Oh, that's a surfboard. I didn't know
It's a surfboard, yeah.
Oh, no
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, we can make those things bigger, but so that's what it's doing. So we're measuring force, where the force is being applied, acceleration, speed.
No way. I didn't know about that. I didn't know that was a surfboard because I was on my little phone. I was like,
Oh yeah, no wonder.
get my glasses on.
But yeah, I love the
You
roundhouse.
have another wave?
Uh,
So you didn't pull it up.
I didn't pull it up, but yeah, I mean, you should start playing these.
Yeah, now I'm gonna watch them. Watch them on the.
Yeah, and then if you got a slow mo button on your video, it's really good for training and watching what's going on.
Yeah.
But it's
That's badass. I didn't know that was on the surfboard. Like, where is it?
yeah, and then
How does it do that? Yeah.
we got so many sensors packed into this thing,
That's so gnarly.
and it's really funny the way this started out. It was Greg Mungle.
Yeah.
So Greg's son Daniel, he's like a kind of a savant on electronic stuff. He's really good at it.
No way.
And we told him, hey, we want to go out and give this a try when we first had the idea. And he came up with this thing. It was all hand soldered, a bunch of gadgets and wires, and we stuffed it into a GoPro case, put it on the front of the surfboards, and it worked the first time out.
No way.
And we thought, wow, this is going to be easy to get this done. And then, no, it was not easy. It's been a 5-year slog. Get the software right, get it, so that we can detect where the waves are.
Yeah.
Get this thing as small as it is. So, but yeah, there's a lot packed into this.
So what is that the deal?
That's just a magnet. Just that you saw how to.
So
turn it on.
this is actually as big as it is, like all the.
Pretty
wires?
much,
Is that can you get it? You think you could get it smaller?
I think eventually it will get it a little bit smaller. We're actually designing a new case right now, which is going to just be a little trimmer. It's not, it's going to look a little bit different than this.
Gotcha.
So this is all 3D printed, right? But we're going to manufacturing right now.
Oh, really cool.
But there's a couple different things, and there's different applications. So at the surf parks, for example, we may have a whole different way of how we transmit the data.
Yeah.
We may change that around. Right now, this thing will upload the data to your phone, and then you send it in and get it processed, and it comes back like that.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that was the shape of a surfboard because
Yeah. So like I said, so right there, right when you stood up, you saw the back of the board light up. So when your back of the board is lighting up, that's where you're putting the pressure.
Yeah.
Right. And then when you're doing the bottom turn, you're going to see it on the inside rail.
That's so rad. And then so you can, which is cool, you could slow-mo it. So if you can slow-mo it, then you can actually pay attention more to where the
Exactly.
pressure.
Exactly.
That would help a shaper.
Oh yeah.
Because the shaper can look at, like, when you're doing a cutback, where on the board the pressure is. Maybe it can change a lot of things.
The shaper, fin design, all that stuff. Especially at the wave parks where it's the same wave over and over. You can just you can change out a board, get a half a liter less, see what happens.
That's so rad. I know. I could, because you get you go testing boards. You get 5 boards. Yeah. You go, God, there's so much could be. This is very interesting. Yeah. So you mad scientists start to. Yeah. So
cool. We're going full steam ahead right now. Everything that we set out to do, we've accomplished. But a couple of things that aren't on here that we'll have is vertical drop.
Oh, really? Oh, cool.
So, like when you do your airs, it'll measure from
as
high as you got.
Really?
As high as you got and how far you dropped.
So would it measure from that device of your board? It's on your board?
Where the device is on the board.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Then otherwise, if someone's taller, like, you got more air because he's like tall.
Yeah. Well, just think about the age-old argument about how big a wave is, right?
Oh,
The Hawaiians have one idea, we have another idea, the East Coast has another idea. You put this, it's on the tail of the board and it drops all the way to the bottom. Now you know.
No, that's great.
Yeah.
So I think a really good idea for you guys for your R&D is you should send us back out to Waco, So.
Oh yeah, no, we're definitely gonna try to do that.
No pressure.
Yeah, no, we're definitely shooting for that.
We should do a couple more sessions like that, and maybe even the left and stuff.
Just thinking about what we just saw and the other 9 clips we got of you out there. I mean, man, you're surfing good.
Thank you. Yeah.
And you haven't stiffened up,
No, I like I said. Well, I don't know if I told you, but I thrashed my shoulder. I'm going to actually get an MRI on Tuesday. Yeah. I had kind of a bum shoulder, but we were in the airport and we overloaded my bag because we were moving tents for the Malleola thing, and and I went to go throw this bag, and I forgot it was heavier, and I just, so I ripped my shoulder.
Oh, bummer.
So I can't really lift it this way, but I can lift, it's just weird. So, which is weird because I met this, in that session, there was 2 kids out there, little kids, and I was surfing with them, hooting and hollering at them, just having fun, you know. And then I came in, they were doing back-to-back sessions all day long. I'm like, God, man, let me have one of your waves. You're gonna be here all day, you know. So they didn't give me one, of course. But I went in and I was talking to their dad. And the dad was rapping. I don't know how it came up, but anyways, I found out he's an orthopedic surgeon. And I was like, oh, no way, really? He goes, yeah, I specialize in shoulders. And I was like, what? So random. I go, but we chest my shoulder. And so long story short, I have an appointment with him on Tuesday.
Yeah. Hopefully it's just a strain.
Huh?
Hopefully it's just a strain.
He thinks it's a rotator cuff tear.
Oh.
So he's it's not good. But I can still paddle, which is weird. So I'm good. As long as I can surf, I don't care. But he says get it checked out. So I'm going to get an MRI on Tuesday, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But, you know, I still have that thing on this weekend coming up with the US Pro, and so I'll be in that and a few other things.
Yeah.
So I got plans, so I don't really have time to be hurt.
Yeah, exactly.
Want to surf. Yeah.
Well, good. And you're still hitting T Street. Is that your number one spot now?
Pretty much. It's so easy, and I love it.
You know, what is that? We go back to mid-70s?
Yeah.
Surfing there?
So I've been going there since I was a little grown, but
yeah, I remember
surfing. I probably started surfing there in, let's see, 78.
Okay.
1978.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So it was a pretty long time ago.
Yeah.
You probably, I mean, what year did you start surfing there?
It's about 73.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
See, I mean, now I go out to T Street, and especially in the winter, I won't know one person.
Oh, I know.
I wonder, go, what the?
Yeah, and I know a lot of people. A lot of the old guys are still living in town, but you just never see them.
I surf with their kids.
Yeah.
But I never surf with them. Mostly with my old friends, I never surf with them.
Yeah.
And now their kids are even getting so old, I don't even see them out there anymore.
They graduate from T Street.
Stay in the water, man. I tell my friends, you gotta keep surfing, otherwise you're just gonna get old and fat. And
yeah, exactly.
Not gonna be able to move, man. You gotta keep moving.
You gotta keep moving.
Yeah. Stop moving. That's a kiss of death.
You know, it's funny when you think about T Street and how many guys have come out of there and gone on. Yeah. You know, I mean, you and the Beshams and.
And now you have all these younger guys like Griffin and Crosby and Cade and Taj and Jet, like all these.
I remember seeing Jet when he was really little out there, and it's, they all start there, in the trestles, then on the tour.
Yeah, and now a lot of them decided to surf for Taj this morning. The guy ripped so hard, he'll be next on the CT, for sure. I guarantee that guy will be there.
Yeah.
He rips hard, he's power and fast, and I really like the way he surfs, so I'm excited to see what he can do.
That's been so much fun. I mean, I kind of like pulled back away from surfing as a family and everything. Mm-hmm. And then when all these guys started showing up on the tour from San Clemente, it was that like just sucked me back in.
Yeah,
like, oh my gosh, I gotta tune into this.
Yeah, watch these guys rip. Oh, and Cole too. I forgot to mention Cole.
Yeah, the
guy's ripping.
Yeah, he is good.
He's a heavy hitter.
Yeah.
He shreds, man. He's got the power and just wow.
So next we got Fiji, and then back here for the finals.
Yeah, but right now I've been watching the
Olympics.
The Olympics. You see it the other day? Oh my God, it was so good. That Zhao and that other
Medina.
Medina got a good one. I missed that heat, but I think maybe I got the one after it with Zhao and that Ramsey guy.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was like perfect size. It was so good. I was just
that was and Griffin got a really good one.
Yeah, I didn't see it. Did he make it?
He was making it, and then I kind of got sidetracked.
And then John and Jack went out, and it just got shitty. Just instantly, the wind switched, the wave stopped. I was like, these guys are going to score, and it just turned to shit. Yeah, and then I think there was one more heat, and then they called it.
Did you ever surf that place?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love that place. It's so fun.
I've heard.
I don't do like those big toe and stuff, but I'll paddle it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's enough for me right now.
Yeah.
It's gnarly.
That's a crazy looking spot. I've never been there. Never been to Tahiti. I've been to Fiji a lot, but never went to Tahiti.
I love Tahiti. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
The water is just the best water I've been in.
Yeah, that's what I keep hearing.
Clear.
Almost a little scary because it's so clear. You can't tell how deep it is. When
You can't even see the bottom
reef.
of the wave. You just drop in and you're just looking at a reef and you're just like,
Yeah.
and you're just, ooh, I just feel it, you know.
Wow.
It's insane. And then when you're in the back of the wave, you're looking and watching your friend. And there's not even the back to the wave. It's just like straight. It's really hard to explain, but you can see it from the videos or when you're watching on TV. When they show the guys go by, then they're looking at the back of the wave. It's like it just folds over. It's so weird.
Crazy.
Such a good ride, though.
So you've got a Legends event coming up at the U.S. Open?
Yeah, they're just throwing us like a couple of
What day are they doing that?
Saturday, the 10th.
The 10th, okay.
Yeah, and I'm not sure the time. It's usually, they said around 11 before, they don't want to throw us out there when it's like blowing out and shitty, so.
Who else is going to be in that?
So Dino, Shane, Beshin, Curran, Parsons. I'm missing a couple guys, but
Yeah, that'll be fun.
A couple other guys, and then it'll be fun.
Yeah.
We'll see, there's supposed to be little waves, so
Yeah.
it's just they're not going to score. It's just we're just going out there,
Right, yeah. Just
to surf and-
exhibition type thing. Yeah, very cool.
throw some shakas and
Very cool.
hopefully throw some tail.
All right. Yeah, so this car, not too many people know about it. It was Jensen Healey, so of Austin Healey fame, Don Healey. And this was the last car company he had. Bad timing. Started it in 72, right as the oil crisis hit.
Oh, no shit.
And he was done by 76. So this is a 75. And it's being neglected at the moment because it needs a new transmission, but
Oh man.
it will.
What can you even get transmission? Do you have it?
No, so what I did is I got a,
Did you put something else in it?
yeah, I'm gonna put a Mustang transmission, a Mustang 5-speed.
Look at that.
But,
Is that the
yeah.
original motor and everything?
It is the original motor, or a original motor. That's actually the original back there. This
Okay.
one's been bored out. So this is a Lotus motor.
Wow,
It's very similar to the motor that goes into the Esprit.
Ooh, aluminum water. Really?
So it'll be a fun car.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Sick.
needs some love at the moment.
Did you paint this one?
I painted it. Yep.
Sick.
And then
I got to get you on my car, dude. Shit, it cost me too much.
The problem is it's how much time it'll take.
Yeah, I know. A lot of time.
When you got other stuff you're doing.
Oh yeah, sick. You got a Corvette.
So LS1.
5.6, yeah.
And these things are made. A lot of people don't know that these things are made out of wood and aluminum.
Oh,
these
this
cars.
car really? No
It's
way.
wood frame.
Wow.
So it's an LS1 engine, a 6-speed Tremec transmission, Dana rear end. All the suspension's been upgraded to handle this. So it's actually a pretty well-behaved car.